Hello everyone, today we're looking at the all-new Nissan X-Trail. This particular model is a Epower Tekna, so this one's the full hybrid model. What differentiates our hybrids to the majority of hybrids out there is the fact that this vehicle, first of all, doesn't need to be plugged in, so it's a self-charging hybrid, but secondly, it only ever drives on the electric motor. So the electric motor is what does all the work and drives the vehicle forward. So it'll give you that exact response that you get from an electric vehicle. It is something that has to be test driven to be able to tell what we mean by that. But as I say, you're more than welcome to book any test drives for you guys. So do get in touch. So if we start from the front of the vehicle, we have this Nissan signature V-motion grille. The Nissan badge, with the Nissan badge behind that is a lot of your sensors, like your LiDAR system for your level 2 autonomous driving features that this vehicle has. We have front sensors, side sensors, all of the lights are LEDs, so we'll just demonstrate that to you now. So the key looks a bit like that. To unlock it, you just press the unlock button. And that's your LED daytime running lights, as well as your turn indicators at the top. Even your main beams are also LEDs all the way through, and your fog lights are as well. So if you come around the side here, we have the 19-inch two-tone alloy wheels. I think they go really well with the size of the vehicle. The next spec up does get 20-inch alloy wheels. They're the largest ones that you can get, but these ones do ride really nice. The Epower badge to denote the fact that it is an Epower vehicle. We have indicators under the wing mirrors, they're LED as well. You probably noticed a little camera. That's one of your 4 cameras in the vehicle. Actually, I should say 5. There's 2, one under each wing mirror, one in the front, tucked away underneath the Nissan emblem, and there's a sensor as well as a camera at the top there. And that's to help with your autonomous driving features, which we can demonstrate at the dealership. We'd love to do that with you. So if you come around the side, we'll start off with the boot. So to open up the boot, it does have a kick function, being a bit too close to the bush there, so I'm going to press and hold the button on the key. That's opened up the tailgate, and it is massive in the boot. So nice big boot. It's got a little nice tray over the top of it as well, so you can hide everything your weight. At the moment, we've got the middle section of the seat folded down, so you can see all the way through. The 2 seats on the side do fold down as well, completely flat, so you've got a flat floor all the way throughout. It does have a little bit of space underneath here, just in that little cabinet there. This vehicle's been protected with our SuperGuard paint protection. If you have any, that's something that we can discuss with you as well. So do get in touch if you want to know more about the paint protection. There's a button here that will close up the boot. That's nice and closed now. Then again, on this side, we've got the Epower badge there as well. If you look around the back, I like the fact that we've got X-Trail written in just above the number plate, and the Epower badge in the corner. We'll open up the back doors here so we can have a look at the rear passenger seats. So regular cars the doors would probably open up to about that much. Getting child seats and things like that in and out, if you're using a car this size, you may have child seats. So what we allow you to do is actually open up the door to almost 90 degrees. So if you look at that from the side on, I'll show you how much of a space that allows you. So it's a much easier ingress and egress out of the vehicle. I also like the fact that we don't have any covers over the ISOFIX fittings, but they're very well tucked away, so they're not obtrusive. You can't even tell they're there without noticing the badge on the top. That's it, that middle seat, so we'll fold that back up. That's what it looks like with the middle seat folded up. and there's plenty of space in this one. So we've got this seat a bit forward, so we have a little bar underneath here that will allow you to move the seat forward and back. So if you push the seat back as much as possible, you can see how much leg room you've got. It's just massive in the back. There's so much space in the back. Another thing, so we have tinted privacy glass in the back, but you also have your sun blinds on both sides. So if you have got kids in the back, it's nice to be able to put the sunshades up, especially in the weather that we've got at the moment, which is a rare occurrence. So looking at the door card, nice quality materials all the way throughout. This is all soft touch materials, leather on there, leather armrests, even the material on here is a nice finish. One other thing to discuss here, so what we've got is your controls for your tri-zone climate control. So we've got the rear controls here, so the passengers in the back can control the temperature that they want to set. They've also got the heated seat controls and the charging points. All of this spec is standard from the Tekna upwards. So the Tekna Plus, which is the top of the range model, does get a few more features, but get in touch and I can go over that with you. So if we look through the dashboard, so on the door card again, what we've got is a memory seat functions for the passenger side, wing mirror, your electric windows, central locking feature, nice big pocket that fits a 1 litre bottle in there, electric seats, we've got a little bit of storage underneath this arm centerpiece in the middle. If we open this up, there's also some storage in there, nice soft open, soft close. Then the center console itself, so really impressive looking, very premium design. A little bit of a plug there. So TES Environmental just recently bought some vehicles from us. So if you've got any asbestos problems, do give them a call. If you come around to the side, TES, we really appreciate your business. So Richie, Rachel and Tom, thank you very much for your business. So as we come around, going around to the driver's side here. So we open up the driver's side door. Again, the door card, it's the same quality materials, so soft touch materials on the top, leather here, your seating positions. So another thing to point out with these seating positions, the keys for Nissans actually save all of your profile data on the key. So if you get the 2 keys, we'd code the 1 key for the primary driver, the 2nd key for the secondary driver, so you don't necessarily have to save 2 settings. You can save the 1 setting and just use 2 different keys, and then that way all of your seat settings and your radio settings, your wing mirror settings will all be saved. So looking at the steering column itself, I'm really liking the way that Nissan have done this steering wheel. It's not too over the top, it's a nice design, nice leather material over it, but it's not too thick like many other manufacturers. It feels a nice material, nice. Again, something that we can demonstrate on a test drive, and you probably want to feel and drive it yourself. If you have a look at the centerpiece here, so we've got your drive mode selector, handbrake, the least used button in the vehicle because it's all automatic. Then we've got the gear selector, and above that, because this is a battery hybrid vehicle, it does have a EV mode as well as your e-pedal and your ProPilot Park. Just above that, in front of that, is your wireless charging pad. So just to demonstrate that the fact that it does have wireless charging, I've got the my Android phone on there. So just we get in the vehicle, switch it all on, press the start button. So that switches the vehicle on. The start button's just down here, and that also indicates that the wireless charging is working at the moment and it's charging my phone. Wireless CarPlay, So I'm going to be very careful on what I say, but you can use the voice command. If I were to use the voice command, it would actually cut the video off right now because I'm using my phone to record this. So there's also another the vehicle also has its own built-in voice commands, and those are accessed by saying hey and the manufacturer's name, and that will activate the voice commands for the car. Now as we go into the main screen, vehicle is battery powered, so really important to have an energy flow meter like that. I've got my foot pressed down on the pedal, so you can see the brake lights are active. If I take my foot off the brake, that's actually switched the engine on. The battery level's quite low compared. It's only 1 bar out of 4. If it had been a higher charge in the battery, the engine probably wouldn't have engaged. So the engine's switched on at the moment, but that's indicated by the orange light and the fact that it's sending energy into the battery. And then if we put the vehicle into drive here, and then I just roll us forward a little bit. So we are on a car park, it's empty at the moment, so I'm just going to roll us forward a little bit, and then you can see there the blue line heading away from the battery. That indicates we're using up battery. So immediately we're using battery because the vehicle only ever drives on battery, which we can go over all the benefits and why that's a good thing for you. Obviously arrange a meeting with us and we can discuss that. But you'll also notice if I put it into drive again, that now changes to the regenerative braking. And now I'm just going to find a bit more of open ground here. And now if we watch the energy meter, and activate e-pedal, so I'm trying to get it to engage the charging feature, which is it's really difficult actually doing two things at once. So what I'm trying to demonstrate here is the fact that when you're coasting down a hill, the car will actually send a blue line from the wheels to the battery. That indicates you're charging the vehicle. So it does have quite a few regeneration levels. So earlier I showed you how to put it into from drive to B mode, which is your first level of regenerative braking. Your second level is your e-pedal. So we've got that on at the moment. And that'll activate, that is your maximum level of engine regeneration. So that is something that we probably need to discuss with you in person to person. So it's probably going to be easier to sit you in the car and show you that feature. Can't possibly fit it all into one video, but I hope that's been a good overview of the all-new Nissan X-Trail. If you have any inquiries or if you want to have a discussion, please do get in touch. My contact details will be below. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, guys.